It's been a long journey to get to this day, but Grand Finals is now amongst us of that AEL Elite Series. My name is Formal. Joining me is Jake, of course. And Jake, we got a fun one today. Two more best of sevens, our grand final matchup. Can't say it's a surprise to see the two teams that were there, but our third place match, that one might actually raise a few eyebrows.
Yeah, well, I mean, the big one is the missing team, right? RMIT, nowhere to be seen. But yeah, it's the finals. It's the one that's really been leading up the whole season. UOW, Macquarie, the rematch after their their spicy play together with all the excuses with Luna lagging. So best of 7. Hopefully all the internet plays nice. It'll be great.
I think it will be an exciting one as well, and we'll get more into it in just a bit. But before we kick it off again, always important to thank those wonderful sponsors who have been with us up into this point and hopefully with us into the future as well, starting with Predator Gaming, the gaming PC partner, providing high-end gaming-focused PC solutions in both laptop and desktop formats, powered by Intel. AOC Monitors, the gaming monitor partner, providing best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Indomie, the noodle partner made with high-quality flour and select ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie McGoring will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. And Game on Cancer, the charity of choice for the AEL, who funds much-needed cancer research projects. If you'd like to donate, please head to AEL's Tiltify campaign page. You can go ahead and scan that QR code right there underneath Jake. And as we get ready to go, I mean, look, it's been a crazy season, and as you said, no RMIT. Instead, we have these two schools, UWA, one of the most exciting teams of players I had not heard of before, all the way to third place in the end of, this first round of the Elite Series. Griffith University had a couple big upsets, the big one over RMIT to get here. This is going to be a fun match.
Yeah, well, I mean, UWA, they disappointed me last week. I mean, they got kind of smashed, and they kind of had a close series during league play against Macquarie. I was hoping it'd be closer, but I'm just hoping they have all 3 of them in the LAN house, because they promised it, they said it was for finals, and they've got a win, though, to prove it with their interview.
I mean, look, they may have got smashed, but at least they took a game. Can't really say the same thing about Griffith in their matchup with UOW, but that's why we're here in third place as we look at the lineups. Big names to look out for that UWA side. Are they subbing on the team that never had a sub?
Who are they subbing?
I mean, I don't know who Sakiri is unless that's a name change. That's a new player.
Why don't you take out the vowels and the R?
Well, if you wanted to be called SCK, we just kept SC. Okay, well, all right. Maybe that's the case. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Either way, Crab is the player who I watch out for on that UWA side. On Griffith, it's all about Ados. Although as of late, Sleepy has been that player stepping up.
Actually, you're getting roasted in the production chat. This is good. It's been every week. It's showed Sakuri.
Well, every week I ignore it until now when I actually bothered to look at what Dover made.
Dover's clearly, got to up it from 3% to a bit higher.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, look, I'm happy that we're still seeing this lineup because, again, these are 2 of the lineups that have had, the least subs the entire run, and it has been their team play that's gotten them to this third-place match, so I'm super keen to watch how they do match up with each other. I do slightly favor, I want to say I slightly favor UWA, but I actually think Griffith's form may have been stronger as of late.
I mean, like you said, Griffith got kind of slapped as well in the semi-finals. Griffith certainly felt like they were improving near the end of the tournament, and UWA have been a bit on the downward spiral. But you have to assume that the last week UWA are gonna step it back up.
I mean, you would hope so, considering what it's like. Again, last time these 2 teams played, though, all the way back in March. That is how long ago it was. Back at the start of everything, I believe it was week 1, Jake. And it was a 3-0 sweep. Yeah, you weren't even here yet. It was a 3-0 sweep in favor of UWA when they last played. So that is a throwback and a bit. So these are completely new teams by this stage, but I have to, looking at the score lines, it was not pretty. It was 3-8 in total. Griffith got shut out in a game as well. It was a bit of a one-sided affair.
What do you mean new teams? Did they have subs week 1?
No, but I mean your play style changes over 3 months, right? You improve, you get.
Yeah. No, Griffith said they were practicing, they were scrimming together, and I hope we see the fruits of it, because they're a very rotational teamy team,
Yeah, they definitely have been, but you can kind of say the same thing about both of these sides. They have kind of had that same approach, that same mentality coming into this one. Hopefully we will be starting in this game quite soon. Just kind of waiting for everyone to be making their way in. Player was getting a bit of a tech issue, so as soon as that gets sorted, we will be on the pitch and good to go. It is a best of 7. So we are getting a proper long series. We did our research, and we're going to be doing, the RLCS map rotation, which always makes me happy. I got quizzed on it and failed on what it was. So
you were close, man. I didn't even try. That was too hard. I was even thinking, like, yeah, as a player, I didn't even know the names of the maps either. Because it made me think, right? Like, players are just boring. Like, we had that scare where we almost got the custom map for RLCS, and it made me think just how fun that would actually be.
So I have 2 takeaways from that. First of all, the only reason why I've started to pay attention to map names is because I've done a couple casts with NA people, and they just always know all of them, because I think it's just that North American mindset. You have to know all the information about everything. They could probably recite the hitbox numbers on each of the hitboxes, even the ones that aren't played. That's just been their approach. But the other thing, in regards to the names, I have completely forgotten. I got too distracted by North American casters. It slipped my mind already. Unfortunate.
So you don't associate with your NA heritage?
I mean, I got more of the right than you did.
Oh, that's actually so true. Oh well. I'll represent Australia, whether they want me to or not.
Yeah, we just play the pitchy pitch. I am keen, though. Like, I don't mind the map rotation. I think it is nice. I still wish, though, that we did get those fun maps. I think it would just add such a dynamic, different twist to the game, right? Like, to see how they adapt. And I know, old maps like Tokyo Underpass, where you could, like, launch the ball up for passes so much easier.
I'm honestly wondering why the custom maps never took off. Like, I don't know. Did Psyonix just never push them? Because as a player, like, they came, and I was like, wow, I suck at these maps. And then I never played them, and then it just didn't matter. Never had to.
That reminds me. Now I remember the bit. And I just realized probably not a good bit when talking about university students who are the educational future of our society. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully get started quite soon with this one. Best of 7, Game 1 players jumping on. The blue side will be UWA. Griffith University will be in red. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, look up Artosis and the intelligence of pro players. Anyways, let's kick this one off as we get ready to go. Game number 1.
I'll have that on the break. I'm excited. For game 1, I think, I think this first game will be an important one to set the tone.
I mean, look, it could just be summarized by this, okay? Just because someone is amazing at a game doesn't mean they're the smartest person in the world. Cross up from Saf right there, as SEK is going to try to follow up again, play through the corner. And I have to go back. These are university students. They are smart players. They're smart people. They're bright young futures ahead of them. Maybe in Rocket League, maybe out there in the workforce. As it stands, Eidos, pass down, looks for washed up, will cross up the field.
Yeah, it's starting off very quick. UWA looking very confident, and that's kind of what they were lacking last series against, I think they had the UOW matchup. They just got very shut out, but look, the aggression paying off already. They get the first goal.
Yeah, that did not take long as well, and I mean, you can see washed up kind of in an awkward spot. 2 defenders stuck in the corner, washed up staying so stationary. Leaves themselves open for the bump. First goal goes to UWA.
Yeah, now, again, Griffith, they're going to have to not have this series run away from them. It really feels like the pressure is on them to prove that they can compete here, keep it close.
We'll see what happens as washed up clears it across that middle of the pitch. SCK will rotate back, and Sleepy's going to do what they can off of the roof. Doesn't get the second touch. Saf just misses.
What is going on?
Goaling it. It's okay, though. Griffith playing so far back, no one will punish.
Yeah, what's going on with Griffith as well? How do you not... They weren't even close to scoring. They were just chilling. I mean, I don't like their chances of scoring goals if they can't get that one.
I'm kind of with you right there. And, you know, over the weekend, I'm going to bring reference to it. DreamHack Dallas did happen. at which was the CRL Worlds, you know, best teams from NA and EU. And I always, whenever talking to people, I'm like, we got to get OCE in there. Where's OCE? I'm looking at this as a chance to kind of gauge where OCE would be at compared to some of those schools. And we're not even on land, Jake, and I'm noticing a lot of sloppy missteps.
Yeah, where do you think we would have placed if we got a...
Well, I want to see our top 2 teams. Yeah, I want to see how they look. But I will say this. Dr. Boomin looked amazing. As did Fisher. Like, all of the top 8 teams were playing next level. So I would worry for our OCE side.
Yeah, we'll have to get it. That could be a lot of fun. That's surely a collab in the future.
I would love it. Especially because as well, okay, like EU went from not beating a game against NA last year to winning the whole thing this year as ADOS misses the open net. But this year, yeah, they went from, you know, no one winning a game against NA essentially to 4 teams in the top 8 and winning the event. I mean, it shows how fast, you know, other regions can catch up if they're allowed to play. So, hey, let us in, CRL. Let OCE in.
Yeah. This game, though, is still very much, just very stuck in the midfield. Griffith's still really struggling to get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, but the shots didn't really come through for them, unfortunately. Might have something here, as CJ would call it, whifty happens across the middle of the pitch. Saf going to try and stay with the play, washed up, gets their first right into ADOS. It's a 1-2-3 pass, shot down the middle. It was so far back, though, so easy for Crab to wait for the ball.
Yeah, UWA are rotating very deeply as well. I mean, they started off the game with so much pressure, but they've kind of just turned the switch. They're playing really relaxed, and I don't think Griffith can punish it.
Yeah, they haven't been able to just yet, as we're going to see SEK actually jam that ball in the corner for a bit. Sleepy's going to try to break it out, but SEK's control a bit too much to handle. Low scoring affair, low shooting affair. Only 4 shots aside with just over a minute remaining between these 2 teams.
Yeah, no, it's just been absolutely stuck in the midfield, and Griffith haven't, I guess both teams, they haven't really been very goal focused. You can see they're just kind of hitting the ball to the corner, or like trying to pass to each other, or just missing the ball apparently. It's tough to get shots on net sometimes.
All right, well, I'll drop this prediction. If this is the form that our OCE representatives would have looked like in Dallas, we wouldn't have won a game.
I mean, we're kind of used to that as OCE, sadly.
Now, we just have to send an APAC school over, then we'll be good. Crab shot saved underneath by extremely washed up.
Oh, that's a good one. Damn. Yeah. No, this is, yeah, I think both teams certainly need to warm up into this series. Just not lacking that clinicalness, and again, it's really on Griffith because they've been the one down. They've been needing to step up to get these goals, and we just haven't seen them do that.
I would be kind of curious, though, how much effort and how much prep these teams would have put in for the 3rd place match. Obviously, some more prize pool is on the line here, but it's not that same grandeur of going for, you know, the grand final, that best of 7, which Macquarie and Wollongong, they've been prepping for, and like there's Keen, there's a bit of a grudge match happening there as well, the dumb luck civil war. But as it stands here, I don't know if there's that same rivalry, that same heat, at least not in game 1. Hopefully we'll start to cook up as we move on. UWA takes the first.
Still though, this is the money match. This is the most important match these guys have. I would have hoped they're bringing their best, but sometimes in Rocket League you can't time that.
Can't time it. It's also, you know, finals are happening as well at a lot of universities. You can always tell because went for a walk through UQ the other day and all the food trucks are out, which is always a fun time. So, yeah, a rough start for both these sides. 6 shots from Sleepy, 0 shots from the rest of the team on the Griffith side. I need to see more production, particularly out of ADOS, who seems to be struggling, who has been historically their best player.
Wow, you're right. Yeah, only 88 points, donuts across the board. And yeah, really don't remember mentioning his name once, honestly. So yeah, super quiet. But as well with UWA, I mean, only getting 4 shots, actually having less shots. They really only got that 1 goal and then just ran with it. They're not going to be able to rely on that through the series.
We'll see if they're going to be able to bounce it back moving forwards. But as it stands right now, it should be worth noting again. We didn't really go too deep into it, but when it comes to the prize pool, it is $375 for 3rd place, $300 for 4th place. So this is kind of like a $75 matchup added to the prize pool, if you think about it. An extra $25 per player if you win. So you know, at least you're still getting something for getting to this top 4, for getting into this playoffs. That's all well and good. We'll see if that continues as we gear up to go at, I always call this map the Forbidden Temple, but it's the Forbidden Palace, right? Like, that was what's told, yeah.
You could have asked me what the name of this was, and I could have never told you. It's a cool looking map, though. That's all I know.
Well, it's the, I always think Forbidden Temple from that old TV show, that old game show. I don't know if they had that down here, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Forbidden Temple sounds so familiar, honestly. That certainly sounds like it should be a Rocket League map.
It should be. Actually, we're going to take a shot from SEK, saved on the goal line. Look, the new map did come out. It looks sick. When are we getting an indoor map?
A futsal map?
A futsal map or like an indoor stadium? I mean, I guess Hoops is indoor, extremely washed up, save off the backboard.
Then we're going to get to see like gigantic eggs because they'll be like right next to the stands.
That'd be sick. I don't know, but like there's closed stadiums, even if it's just something like that. As Ado sends themselves to Narnia with the pre-jump, doesn't work out. Washed up challenge was really lacking anything. This could be a chance for WA, but Sleepy makes the save.
UWA have flicked the switch though. They're back to that aggressive style we're seeing at the start. Maybe they do just like to park the bus with the lead.
Yeah, that could be the case, but they don't have the lead now.
It's open.
With this open net, they will. Good goal for UWA.
Yeah, and kind of, I guess not out of nowhere. This pressure's been a lot. Sleepy and extremely washed up, maybe a bit frustrated there. Ados having a nap, still being very quiet. And it's similar to the first game, a bit of an easy goal to be letting in.
I'm just seeing so many unforced errors on the Griffith side in particular when it comes to their challenges. They're free jumping when they shouldn't. They're staying grounded when the ball's going high. They just haven't been able to piece it together. Sleepy finally able to create some space, and maybe they can make something here. Ados' touch, well, maybe in the right direction, had no backup, had no power, and it's easy for UWA to flip the map.
Yeah, UWA are looking so calm and collected, and you're right, Griffith aren't. They're very much flat-footed on the back foot, and then even when they do...
What?
Dude, look at this though. UWA are seriously parking the bus. I'm not a fan, man. This is not fun.
This is uninspired play, dare I say. But if it gets you the win, who are we to complain right now? And they have their 1-goal lead. They get it early, and they just are really feeling like they can take down this Griffith attack. And so far, they've been right. Griffith, they just haven't been able to get anything cooking yet. One shot nearly halfway through the second game. Washed Up's challenge again. He pre-jumps himself off the side of the screen. It's just not coming together yet.
I guess you are right. These guys are playing for the money, for the prestige. They're allowed to be boring. I can't support it, but yeah, Griffith again. I want to see them punish this.
Here we go.
Sleepy's gonna get a chance,
Nope.
but it's just Sleepy. He needs his teammates pushing up.
Ados was there, but man, didn't have a good chance to read. Realistically, I think that was just a good job defensively. Now Ados forward, unable to stick the landing. As we come back the other way, Demo middle of the pitch, yet it still found itself on target. Very fortunate save by Washed Up, who does get demoed back the other way. The pass way too high for Sleepy.
Yeah, look, no one's there though. It's so slow. They're all waiting for a pass middle, but one shot from the midfield isn't going to score you goals. You have to be constantly outpacing the defense, making them panic. We're not seeing that.
It's just not coming together for the team in red, and Saf, yeah, kind of puts a light one up on the backboard, but no real sense of urgency, it feels like, for WA to score. Washed Up, diving save. Very fortunate there, and again, slow clear across the middle. They try to connect for the pass play, but two of them wind up overcommitting. That leaves Washed Up again on their own on defense. Crab gets him beat. SCK straight into Ados, won't force the goal.
Again, the defense is pretty good, but still, they can't score. There's only a minute left, and they're just stuck in their half.
3 shots from Griffith compared to 11 out of UWA right now. That has been the story of this series, realistically. Saf has an open shot looking for the double. Isn't quite able to get themselves down on it, and maybe on the counterattack with the demo. Where's the shooter, Jake? Sleepy's too far back.
Dude, they're just not there. I don't know what's going on. I guess Griffith kind of got to this 4th place position from being the most consistent team, right? Always beating those ones below them, and then they beat RMIT in that crucial match where RMIT frankly weren't at their best. And I think, yeah, we're just seeing Griffith not being able to step up to the plate once we get to this playoff situation.
That sense of urgency has to come, and it does look like it's coming now. Awkward touch from Sam. Sleepy was there, couldn't get the goal. We come back the other way. AEDOS avoids the dunk.
Yeah, they're going to get another chance. Okay, this is so awkward from Crab, but Crab gets it. What a read.
That was well placed as well. Forward or to the opposite corner. That could have been a goal. Crab somehow found the gap in the approach, and you got to give it up for that one. The hard shell defense does its job. 7 seconds, last chance for Griffith University. AEDOS puts it towards the backboard. Crab has it read, slows it down. Ball, middle of the pitch, washed up, went too far forward. SCK plays keep away, misses the bump, doesn't matter. Sap will escort it down. 2 games up already. UWA 1-0-1-0.
And you were wondering, like, how much are they practicing? How much work are they putting into this final week? It's the same problems we saw against UOW that Griffith are having. I mean, they almost got perfect swept in that series. We're currently on track for that again. It's the same problems. Griffith is just way too far back, way too chill, just not stepping up to the occasion, man.
I'm smiling, Jake. I'm smiling right now, not because of how one-sided this is, but I have always said the perfect Rocket League score is 1-0, and the perfect series is a clean sweep. Do we get the 4 1-0s? Can UWA make
that would be sick.
the least amount of goals possible in a best of 7? Hey, we're on pace right now, and if they keep holding Griffith to only 3 shots, they're going to do it.
We're not even like just on pace. It's like this is like stylistically going to play out because UWA is seriously parking the bus, and Griffith are seriously not scoring goals.
Normally you wait for like the second goal before you park the bus, right? Or sometimes even the third, but to do it after 1 has been insane. SCK, dribble bump, a little bit of an assist from AEDOS at the end, 1-0, and it only took 18 seconds.
Oh no, we're going to get 4 minutes and 42 seconds of parking the bus now. Couldn't have Griffith lasted a little longer?
You got to make sure that bus is parked right in between those parallel lines, okay? It has to be well done. It takes a bit of time to angle it correctly. We'll see if that's the case. I mean, I see no reason why UWA can't put more pressure on and kind of run up the score a bit more, because when they send 2 or 3 players forward, they have been scoring at ease.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised. We haven't ever seen this out of UWA. I'm not sure. Maybe they looked at last week and decided maybe they were overcommitting and that was a problem. I'm not sure. It's certainly strange.
It is bold. This could be the next goal. SCK, nope, doesn't take the shot. Winds up going wide. The net was open courtesy of the demo, so he stayed 1-0.
Maybe they're actually going for the 1-0 victories. I mean, SCK, Saf, what are you doing? Sleepy's going to get a chance, but no, nothing is working for Griffith.
You know what's the saddest thing about all that? It doesn't even count as a recorded shot.
Oh no. Just a 50-50. Not powerful enough. Look at UWA though, they're actually not parking the bus here, man. They're pushing forward. There's no one in net. There's so many players. AEDOS gets back.
And the 4-0 dream survives. Good save by AEDOS as Crab tries to bring it back the other way. I'm starting to root for it now. I want it so bad. The perfect series.
I wonder if it's ever happened in a best of 7. It just sounds so rare.
It sounds, especially with all the goals happening in like the first minute as well.
Oh no! It's over.
Dreams do die in the end, I suppose. AEDOS though, great dribble up, fakes out Crab. Sleepy actually there. They sent 2 players forward together, Jake, and look what it got them, a tie ball game.
Yeah, literally. I mean, we just haven't been seeing that, but as soon as they do, they reap the rewards. So good on them. They figured out what they were missing.
And we'll see if they can continue to add to it. AEDOS swing, pass back to Sleepy, shot down the middle. Griffith's alive.
They're figuring it out. They were like, wow, that's a good idea. Let's do it again. And it's AEDOS, the one who's been absolutely silent, stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, this is a promising turnaround. We'll see if they'll be able to continue along with it. 2-1 lead. We haven't seen UWA behind yet this series. Do they go back to that more aggressive approach? Do they actually send their players forward? The answer looks like yes. Saf, backboard Crab is there. Net's open, and it's a 2-2 game.
Man, the offense from UWA is just on another level. They're just so quick. Look at Griffith, unable to keep up and just opening up the net completely for the tap in for Crab.
It really does feel like that, yeah, UWA just has this ability to score at will when they decide to pull the trigger, and I do worry that as we continue and as Washed Up misses balls like that, they're going to feel more and more confident, and we could start to see actual high-scoring games, possibly even here, because 2-2, already twice as many goals as the first two games combined, and we're not even halfway through this one.
Is this DFH Stadium?
Yes.
Okay, cool. This is an OG, isn't it? This one's been around forever.
Yeah.
I think this used to be the one where it's like literally every single game was played on DFH back in the day.
I think it's like the default map.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
They should get rid of it, man. I mean, come on.
No. They mix it up sometimes. Like there's like gold DFH and stuff like that, and Stormy. But
I remember when Stormy came out. That was horrible. It was so hard to see the ball.
Well, that's what I was about to say. I love Stormy aesthetically, but like I feel like you can never run it in comp because either A, yeah, visibility is bad, and B, sometimes it causes performance issues for like, you know, weaker computers.
On the uni student budget.
Oh, look how open. Look how free.
Where did this come from? Like, no one from Griffith anywhere to be seen.
They're extremely washed up.
Oh.
And that was it.
Yeah, that was not a good third man effort by extremely washed up.
They gave it their best, but I mean, actually, I can't even say that honestly.
Toxic, bro. That's not his best.
I can't even say that honestly because this hasn't been the best from Griffith. We've seen them step up. We've seen them perform, and well, that's a much better touch. SEK top crossbar to Crab.
Man, UWA have been great with these defensive saves on the line. It always looks like Griffith's just gonna get a goal, but no, not quite.
I think Sleepy just got 6 seconds of uncontrolled airtime, and that's how come the rotation was slow. 4-2 lead.
Dude, this was clean from Saf though. Fakes one, dribbles the second, and then SCK's got the follow-up, man. UWA are just outclassing them.
They really are. Fakes working. Griffith, it's the panic pre-jumps. We've been seeing a lot of that from, you know, Sleepy and Washed Up, the two of them in particular, but when they have been able to get the pressure, they have had a couple good moments. AEST right here, over the top. We're back within one.
Yeah, AEST is awake, man. He was nowhere to be seen the first two games, but look at this. A great pass from extremely Washed Up, and AEST so quick from the side of the pitch to get that.
And maybe, just maybe, there's some life yet in this Griffith side. Still a goal down, but they are starting to put the pressure. They are starting to get their shots across. Defensively, both teams been shaky at times in this one. AEST now set up straight into Saf. Sleepy's already there, ball middle of the pitch. Where is Washed Up? All the way back behind midfield when they go for that challenge. So third member still not really willing to kind of press forward, and well, now they're a little too far forward. Washed Up gets a touch. Saf is there, but so is Sleepy, keeping it safe.
Dude, Washed Up missed that third man hit earlier, but hits that. That was a crazy read off his teammate's missed backwards touch. He keeps them in it. Griffith, they're only a goal down. There's 45 seconds left.
I can see, like, with the amount of whiffs coming from the Griffith side, it being hard to defend. That was a good bump from Crab. Doesn't really result in a goal, though, despite the reset. And now a pass back the other way.
Yeah.
2v1. SEK, no! What happened to AEST there? The pass was just a limper straight down the middle.
They both left it for the other. It's 30 seconds later, about to get scored on. Saf misses now.
Oh, the bump was perfect, but the shot, I guess, too tough to put it down. Crab, though, with the dunk to win the game. It's denied by Washed Up, and AEST takes us back. 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds. Griffiths are going to get one final chance. Sleepy hits it to the side. Extremely Washed Up so far back, though. This is going to hit the ground. Crab even fakes it to confirm it. And it's 3-0. Griffiths now need a reverse sweep.
I feel like Sleepy didn't expect to beat UWA, and that's why they pushed it to the corner. Because Sleepy had the jump on Saf at the end right there for that last 50. If that had been a shot on target, it could have gone in, but just because of how chaotic this game has been, both teams have been so tough to read because of like the errant whiffs and the errant touches. It has truly been a chaotic match. However, through the chaos, UWA now has 4 chances to put this third place away.
Yeah, and they're showing just how, honestly, they've really deserved the number 3 spot this league. I mean, they got that placing off just beating everyone except the top 2, or even the top 2, I think. They beat UAW. I mean, they've had a great season, And they're one game away from, confirming that spot they've been working to the whole time.
One game away. Can they put it through? Or will this series continue? Do we even get, the full reverse sweep here for the third place match? I'm not vibing it yet, just because I feel like it is going to be a long run. We'll see if they're going to be able to piece it together. But STK, middle of the pitch, is going to try to throw it down to Saf. Washed Up gets there first. Crosses up the pitch. ADOS underneath. Pass back to Sleepy. Crab has been able to establish themselves, and Sleepy didn't have the boost to stay with it. Crab, though, instead of banging it down, cross pitch and open net, Sleepy puts it through. Griffith has the lead.
This is the riskiest way you could possibly score an open net. I mean, Sleepy wanted to miss this. It was wide open, no one there, and he smashes it into the left side.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Initially off the touch, I thought that was going to go crossbar out.
Same.
I was ready for it.
He was playing with fire, man. That was not what he needed, but it's good signs. I mean, the third game was the only one we've seen Griffith competitive, and they're keeping that alive.
And then ADOS is saving washed up shots, so it's still not perfect, but it's getting pretty close to it, I suppose. Griffith getting themselves back in this one. Saf is just going to try to drop it middle of the pitch. Sleepy easily first player there, and has washed up, but washed up does not have the ball, so Sleepy again is going to have to step up with the challenge. Does so. Sleepy playing super well right now.
Dude, I would rather see ADOS saving his own teammate shots than what we saw game 1 and 2 with just no one anywhere in sight. I mean, that's better team synergy than what we were seeing before.
As Saf is going to get to the corner, has a chance to center it, but we don't have UWA around just yet. Still sending 2 members. Griffith, I think they're realizing if we send players forward, even if we don't score right away, we will eventually get one. I like this higher risk approach. It's giving them the lead, but now they're going to have to hold it on defense as well. Washed Up misses, and that means SEK can challenge Sleepy. Now Washed Up commits, goes straight down the middle. Crab has to make a diving save.
Yeah, they've made a great mid-series adjustment. You can see they've really started to match it, and they've shown their best after, again, those first 2 games where they just had nothing going for them. But now, I mean, UWA, they have 4 chances, and each time they have the chance to step it up. You can see ADOS Sleepy now. Everything seems to be flowing for Griffith.
ADOS has not stopped driving full speed, it feels like, for the entirety of this game. They have just been zooming around the entire outside of the pitch and finding their moments. Fair enough.
You're right, he's just going.
He's just been going, but unfortunately couldn't get himself in position for that. Saf equalizes.
Yeah, but look, I mean, that's because he just kind of ball chased a little bit, got sent out of the play, and he should have been the one back to save it, but instead he's just watching it go in.
Tie ball game, 1-all. UWA 1 goal away from taking what could be a third place securing lead. Griffith 1 goal away from extending the series to a game 5. Sleepy now with the chance, goes high, but there's no one middle underneath. Washed Up still on their own side of the pitch.
Yeah, but does a good job of attacking the ball quickly.
Whoa!
That is not a good job of attacking the ball quickly. He drove at the ball quickly, but ADOS still has taped his finger to the accelerator button.
Yeah, it feels like that. Is there I feel like there was a pro player once. I forget if it was OCE or somewhere else where they had something stuck and they could only accelerate. Does that story sound familiar to you? Maybe it was a bit of a fever dream, but I could have sworn that's happened once before.
It sounds familiar, yeah. It sounds kind of ridiculous. ADOS, that is a massive hit.
Oh, that's a miss.
Gonna miss.
No!
Oh, Sleepy misses the open net. Extremely washed up. What a shot from him. Top corner, he gets the lead.
Oh, it's always a feel bad when you miss the open net, but it's always a feel good when your teammate's there. Washed Up, top mid.
That was a great shot by Extremely Washed Up. Sleepy was the one, was it this game earlier, almost missed the open net, and you can see his technique is just risky.
Yeah, I mean, well, you have to be risky when you're down 3-0 in a series. Now with just over 100 seconds remaining. Griffith, a second goal here, could help secure game 4. They're not going to get it straight away. In fact, Saf is going to bring it back the other way. ADOS diving save off the backboard. Here comes Crab, looking for a double. Doesn't have the boost for it.
No, Sleepy gets to clear out. Everyone quite far back. Griffith are now even bumping each other, but it opens up the net. SCK barely back in time.
Barely back, but not able to really find it, as we're going to see that bit more of that back and forth. Washed Up gets underneath, looking for Crab. on the backboard to make the save. Does so, Eidos. Can't keep it up. And we go back the other way. This actually could be very good. Sleepy's very tight in the corner. Saf is there, but can't get the shot. Angle too tight.
Well, this is the first chance we're going to see this series of UWA needing a goal in low time. Let's see if they have it in them to push up, force that goal. You can already see they're doing a good job of it at the moment, but Griffith are holding up.
Interesting, SCK started as the player most forward, but actually let Crab and Saf pass them on the rotation for that attack, opting to play midfield. Sleepy's angle!
It just slowly floats over Crab, who was so awkward in net. SCK misses as well. UWA a bit sloppy and have put themselves in a tough position in Game 4.
I think that should be enough for Griffith to take us to map 5, to the Oasis. Which is, you know, good to see. Hey, Oasis is the best. That one I will always remember because it is probably my favorite map in the rotation right now.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. And then Neo Tokyo's number 6. We're learning.
And of course, Champions Field 7. No one will ever forget that. 18 seconds away. Griffith in control. As Sleepy's touch does take it up to the corner. Crab is there to shut it down.
It took me longer than it should have to realize that Champions Field was always being used Game 7 and why it was being used Game 7. I remember Yummy keep mentioning it and I was like, wow, why are we keeping going to here Game 7? So, yeah. Sometimes
Players don't need to know.
Players don't need to know, man.
I
was a caster at that point. I didn't even have an excuse, to be honest.
Well, all right, fine. I will say this. I still think it would be cool if like league play was brought back and every like team had their own home stadium. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would actually be cool, wouldn't it? I reckon they could do that as well. Just drip it out in like the flags, the colors.
Yeah, like you don't need to do like you don't need to make like brand new assets necessarily. You just need to like a couple logos on the pitch, like you know when you'd see like in traditional football fields where they'd have ads. Just put like the teams there, have all the eggs the team color, and then boom, you're good to go. Have like a home and away situation.
Yeah, have the little side, little egg stand of the away team. No, that'd be sick. Griffith though, back on the scoreboard. It's just it's sad because they've gotten so much more competitive after dropping the first 2 games. That third game was really the killer because it's forced them into this reverse sweep situation. But hey, they've already got the first game.
There's something tranquil about coming here too. You know what? If you're gonna continue that bounce back. No more ambient crowd noise here at the Oasis. It's calm tranquility, and that almost helps Saf.
Yeah, no, I guess it does. Hey, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, UWA have always started out strong. Seems like they consistently win the kickoff, get solid pressure, but Griffith have been getting better and better as the series goes on. Their defense is up to the task.
It's up for it for the time being. Sleepy gets that touch across midfield. SCK going to try that read. Sleepy stays with it. Now Crab has to step forward, and again, we're looking at a Griffith team controlling the middle of the pitch, something we have not seen for a majority of the series, and that's a great passing shot. Griffith up by 1.
When have you seen this from Griffith? This is straight disrespect from extremely washed up. Just, no, SCK's missing that, commits to it, and gets it. That's just what we've been wanting to see the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that has been Griffith. Finally finding that team play mojo that we had been touting. That got them the win against RMIT, that got them into this top 4. Now coming alive with their back against the wall. This is when you want to see it. It was a massive loss streak for them again. You know, if you even go back to last week and the matches against UOW, that game win that they just had has been their first one in like a month of gameplay, it feels like. However,
you're right.
Now you got the pressure coming from UWA on the other side.
Yeah, no, UWA, it's interesting because it feels like they've still been playing well, still playing like their form, but it's really been Griffith stepping up here, still looking good.
Yeah, they are looking better and better as we move on. Sleepy with the chance versus Saf should be able to outpace them, puts it up towards the net. Double commit on defense, leaves Crab alone in the middle of the field. They even can't get the touch. It's almost as if we changed the nameplates all of a sudden on this one as Sleepy goes back across to the middle. That touch, though, kept it away from washed up.
Yeah, Griffith is starting to control this match to get more of the chances. And look, UWA have kind of gone back to that slow, not really following each other's touches style.
Yeah, we'll see if it works out for them as Crab is the one who actually bangs it back to the blue side of the pitch. Washed up with the chance, can't get it past the Crab man. We'll look to stay underneath, going for that dribble. Sleepy goes up to challenge. AEDOS off the back wall, trying to create a bit of space. SEK already there. As the ball will again fall down for Saf. Backward setup once more. Crab versus Washed Up. Sees Washed Up get the better.
Yeah, great work from Washed Up. And then a nice touch as well. SEK awkwardly half-flipping, but he recovers nicely.
And here comes Saf as well. Shot from midfield. Will hit its mark, and once again we're tied.
Yeah, important equalizer, and that's all SEK. So smooth, controlled, forcing that punish, getting the bump as well. But what a shot from Saf.
That was a strike that was needed. Still a lot of time left in this game. 2.5 minutes roughly to go. Halfway point has seen more shots actually coming from the UWA side, but definitely not as much possession. That has been going Griffith's way. Maybe Saf underneath actually gets shut down by Sleepy, but Crab's already there. Didn't want to put it on target. AEDOS now off the backboard can put it wherever they want. They want Sleepy. SEK steals it away. Here comes Saf. Not a good angle for the shot, but a good angle to get Washed Up out of position. Shot target saved by AEDOS.
Yeah, no, you can see the style. UWA are happy taking these shots. Even if it's against a goalkeeper, they want to maintain that pressure, whereas Griffith, a bit more sneaky, like to take it to the corner to be patient with their chance.
And Saf tries to find SEK. Washed Up gets there first. You have AEDOS midfield. You have Sleepy just outside the box, and you don't need either, says Washed Up. Unfortunately, the shot goes across the goal.
Yeah, look how awkward it is now, though. UWA, it's their chance. Crab goes for the shot, but it's too high.
SEK ceiling. Saf underneath, waiting for the something.
Something? Oh, no.
Someone? Okay, AEDOS just sat in the goal and waited for the ball to come to them.
Yeah, no, he was calmer than me. I had a super bad feeling some silly goal was going to get scored there, but no, Griffith staying well composed despite the UWA pressure.
As they double commit and put the ball opposite side to where they are, fair enough, but you're starting to see the panic grow more and more from a couple of these Griffith members, I feel. Sleepy has been the calm one. Sleepy has been the reliable one, and it's Sleepy who's pushing forward now against SEK. 50 doesn't go their way. AEDOS may have pushed too far forward, is able to rotate back, but now Crab is there, gets the dunk over the top. SEK doesn't need the pass. It's all for Saf, but Sleepy again comes up huge.
Oh, my game is lagging, but I think I'm back. UWA gets it to the corner. Still all tied up.
Tell people in your house to stop downloading, Diablo right now. We got playoffs happening. It's Crab. Actually just sits on the ball and falls in front of the net. Sleepy isn't there for the goal.
No, but the pressure, it's continuing. UWA, they keep it out. Griffith, I think they've been struggling with boost, just how much pressure UWA's been bringing forward.
AEDOS with a chance. One touch, second flick, up. SEK crosses up. No one there to fall down with it. AEDOS will start to rotate back. Here comes SEK now versus Sleepy. Sleepy wins it out. Crab into the corner. Going to try to create some space. Washed Up steals it away. Big time cross up to AEDOS. It's off the post. Second shot is high. Sleepy commits as well, and no one is there to seal the deal.
Oh, it might be bad. The counterattack is on, but AEDOS clears it to the side. Everyone's back, but there's a bump. Wait, this is SEK open net. He gets it top corner.
Oh my goodness, I thought the bump save would have been enough right there. Washed Up, but then follows it up with the dive, and that opens up the left side of the goal. 1 second left. Griffith, they need the miracle.
Yeah, what kickoff do we have? It's a standard kickoff. It goes high, 0 seconds. They need to keep it up. Extremely Washed Up, hits it to the corner, but it's dropped down. UWA end up in third place.
Oh my goodness, the 1 second goal to secure third, and it was as dramatic as you can ask from a situation like that. UWA, they came in, again, a team, lower expectations perhaps, but when it was all said and done, they came through. Big wins over UOW, big wins in the past over teams as well, like Griffith, to kind of secure that third place spot, so you got to feel good for the team from Western Australia. Again, I'm excited to see, more of these players in the future just because, this is a strong result.
Yeah. No, they've looked great all series. They've done really well. They certainly earned this third spot. They did it in pretty dominant fashion as well. And Griffith have a lot to be proud of as well. A really consistent league play, a clutch win to get into the playoffs. And then it was a bit tough in the playoffs, but sometimes it's like that when you're fourth seed.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it is. And again, even if you looked at both of their matchups, again, last time these two teams played, it was that 3-0 sweep. You could say the same thing about, I'm pretty sure, when Griffith played against UOW earlier this season. I'm just double-checking the results there, but I believe it was also a 3-0. So, like, they got two matches against, teams that had swept them previously, which is never a fun position to be in. And, yeah, they got swept twice during the regular season against UWA and UOW. That's who they got in the playoffs.
That's tough, man. It's tough draw for Griffith, but I think they have a lot to be proud of. But yeah, UWA really well played. They were super consistent that whole series, and despite Griffith coming back and having their chances, they still took them out in dominant fashion, 4-1.
Yeah, they took them out. They got the dub. They're feeling very strong. And in a few moments, we're gonna have an interview with Saf from UWA as well. So Jake, we get to find out, did they get the full team land?
I hope so, man. I don't know. Again, I think they needed it last week more so, though.
Yeah, I think last week would have been... Well, I mean, they could have had it last week. We don't really know for certain just yet, as it looks like that interview is getting nearly ready to go. Of course, after this interview as well, we will be getting geared up for our grand final match, UOW taking on Macquarie. The two teams that have looked the best. That's obviously going to be a fun match when we get there.
I was just having a look at the Open finals as well, and yeah, RMIT is chilling. They 4-0'd in their quarters, and they're in the semis. But like you heard from them, they're confident to take that out.
Yeah, I mean, that Open was... There's some pretty good teams in that. I'm taking a look now. RMIT Black versus ANU White. I mean, that's Ultimate Duck, Haza, and Metis. That's going to be a spooky team. Ultimate Duck, I mean, we've seen the defense Haza as well, super strong player. And then UON versus the University of New South Wales Roar. I mean, that UNSW Roar team... That is such a throwback team, dude. Steve, Jules, and Taragane. Like, I'm so curious of their form.
I know. It'd be so interesting. But, I mean, everyone's gotten so much better. So, I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. And we'll figure out more about that later. But for now, we do have the man himself, Saf, joining us for the interview. First of all, congratulations on your third-place victory. But we have to know, did you get the gang together? Is it the full LAN?
No, unfortunately not. Just myself and Crab here now. But SDK wasn't able to make it today. His PC's a little too heavy to lug all the way to Crab's place, so rather unfortunate.
Congrats on the victory here and getting third. How does it feel for the season as a whole for AEL?
Look, we would like to go like first or second, but oh well, it is what it is. Happy we got third at least. Bit of money, which is always nice. But,
yep. Yeah. I was just going to ask, like, the first two games in that series, it felt like your strategy was score one goal and then stop attacking for the rest of the game. Was that, like, a conscious plan, or did that just happen to be how it went?
No, they'll park the bus strategy now, but, we kind of just played, and we realized that they played like really, really aggressive towards like, the first few games, and we're like, oh, we'll just sit back, let this boom over their heads. And if we score another goal, we score another goal. So that was the idea.
Cool. And then you sound disappointed about last week's result. How did that go? How was it in the comms and your expectations with it?
We were pretty livid with it, to be honest. We were really hoping to beat MQU. We thought we could definitely do it. It's just a little unfortunate how we just couldn't finalize some of those games. It was like 1-goal games for every single one of them. We looked back and checked it out, and it's just really, really close games. So we're very, very, very livid. Oh well.
That said, though, looking ahead, obviously, there has to be some interest, I suppose, in that grand final, UOW versus Macquarie. Who do you have to win that? Because it's a bit of a grudge match between those two teams.
I don't know. Because, look, MQU going into it is pretty strong because they played really well against us. But then when in the group stages, we took down UOW in a reverse sweep. So I don't really know who's going to win that one. But if I were to put my bets on someone, I think it would be UOW.
But who do you want to win? What does your heart say?
Who do I want to win? I want to say UOW just because I used to play hoops with Tonio like a while back. Like just after like ODL season 1, we played it together and like started playing hoops a little bit back then.
Sick. So, last question before sending you on your way, though. What is the future for some of the players on this team? Like, are we going to see UWA try to run it back? Are you going to be, joining this upcoming season of ODL? Are you going to be trying to make RLCS runs next season? What is the future of everyone?
Oh, I really don't know. We're going to try our LCS, I think. We're going to give that a good crack. Hopefully, crack like top 24, maybe top 16 if we can. But no ODL this season. We're all quite busy and whatnot. But we'll definitely see you guys next season for another round of Elite Series. Sure.
Sick. That sounds awesome. Looking forward to seeing you guys try and crack into that top 2 as well. One last time, congratulations on 3rd place.
Thank you.
And that was Saf right there. But Jake, we're about 9.5 minutes away, it looks like, from getting ourselves ready for that grand final matchup. So this is it. One more series, one more best of 7, and UOW, perhaps the favorite of the 2.
I think it's 50-50, honestly. I don't think I could call a favorite.
Yeah, neither can I. I think it's going to be tight. So we're going to go to a break right now. In about 9 minutes' time, we will be back for that grand final. One last best of 7 here at the Elite Series when we return. We are moments away, Jake, from what is going to be, I hope to be, another great grand final here. at the AEL Elite Series. Again, the history of the teams that have won this, the history of the player, it's a bit of a who's who in a sense of some of the great RLCS, you know, and some of the mid RLCS players whose careers are still building. Depends on how you want to look at it. But
mid.
look, all I'm saying is last year, you know, it was a lot of fun. We saw RMIT win it. Exodus, Sweeper, Exile, they've made their top 16s, they've made their main events, but they haven't really cracked it upper echelon. But that's neither here nor there, Jake. If Lunar wins it for Macquarie, well, guess what? That's another, you know, top 4 RLCS player winning out an AEL event.
Yeah. So what was the one like last year?
Last year it was RMIT versus Monash. So RMIT was Exodus, Sweeper, Exile, and Monash was Civics, Freeze, and Kevin 07.
Wow, there's been a real surgence of RLCS players then.
Yeah.
To make it a lot tougher, eh?
Yeah, this year in particular, it definitely feels like the level of competition has risen. And you know what? Some of that has to do with our wonderful sponsors, you know, for allowing this competition to continue and continue to grow. Most importantly, so a big shout out and a big thank you to them, starting, of course, with our gaming PC partner, Predator Gaming. They provide high-end gaming-focused PC solutions in both laptop and desktop formats powered by Intel. AOC Monitors, the gaming monitor partner who provides best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Indomie, the noodle partner made with high-quality flour and select ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of their flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. And Game on Cancer, the charity choice for the AEL who fund much-needed cancer research projects. If you'd like to donate, please head to AEL's Tiltify campaign page.
Yeah, I'm looking at the prize pool split. This is a big jump. The last one was only $75. This one, $450 for second. So both teams have confirmed that. It's a whopping $1,200 for first. So there's a lot on the line here.
Yeah, $300 more than last year for first place. $150 more than second place for last year. So, I mean, let's put it this way. Last year, Griffith University, I believe that $300, that was what second place got. This year, that went to fourth. I mean, everything has been up this year. It's been a fantastic showing, and I know you said it was tough to pick, Jake, but I want to hear a prediction. I want to know, who do you think has this one, Macquarie or UOW?
It's tough. It depends how much I believe the excuses, right?
Yeah.
Because UOW did look like the better team in the best of 7, and I think I'm predicting UOW, actually. I think I will.
Again, on paper, it's so hard for me to look past Luna right now and really be that driving force for the Macquarie side. I feel like they kind of need to be, but I'm still waiting for Zen. I still want to see old Zen show up. I still want to see, you know, Baz rise to that same level. And don't get me wrong, they've been amazing. But this is the series when it counts. And then I look at the UOW side, and like, Shu and Aziz have been stepping up so much as of late. Shu looks so great in the Elite Series right now. It's hard to pick against them, but I kind of have to. I kind of feel it's going to be Macquarie in 6.
You're going to go Macquarie 6? Okay, yeah. No, it's fair. This is so tough. I'll go UOW in 6 then. We can have some bias casting.
That's fine.
Yeah. Either way, I think this will be a fun one. I hope we're both wrong and we get the Game 7.
Yeah, I mean, that's the real thing, right? That's what we want. We want Champions Field. We want to go the distance. This is the grand final of the Elite Series, and we're going to be sending the players onto the pitch right now. The blue side will be UOW. The red side will be Macquarie. And it really does feel like everything building up to this. Macquarie, their attitude, their play style, they've kind of become the villains of the Elite Series. UOW, though, have been very much atop that mountain. The only team to slow them down, you know, has already been eliminated, but finished 3rd place. We'll see if that continues here, as a bit of a pause happening right now. Looks like, not sure what is happening with this lobby.
Yeah, it looks like we might be getting a reset. Something went wrong. More excuses. It was from Macquarie as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looks like. No, actually, I think it was both sides.
It was both of them.
Yeah, it was both sides. It was both sides. And already, though, Aziz is getting called out. Didn't take long, Jake. Didn't take long. If you remember last time they played, Aziz was the focus. And we talked to the court, and they said, yeah, they do it intentionally. They want to get in their opponent's head. Well, it's starting already. Let's see how it goes in this one. Everyone jumping back on the pitch. Take 2 for our grand final.
Yeah, Zen said the smack talk would be here, and I mean, they're certainly chatting, and you're right, they're calling out as is. I know Zen called him a little boy on the interview, which is pretty toxic, so yeah.
Yeah, no love lost in this one as, again, we're just kind of waiting for things to go right now. Hopefully it will get started soon. I mean, Zen's looking in form.
From the freestyle goal?
Yeah, he's gotten 2 of them now.
Oh, too easy. Yeah, no, certainly, I don't know, it's an interesting way to start a series, because I'm sure that these guys were feeling a lot of nerves, and then that can kind of be broken down, so maybe we'll get a higher quality game 1 than we're used to.
Yeah, fingers crossed we do get that as players are now starting to disappear. And hopefully we will get going soon. I have no idea what's going on. Shu pulled off a nice reset, though, so that's pretty nice. Tonio is back. Baz is back. All right, everyone's jumping back in, so it looks like we are going to be resetting the lobby. Okay, well, we're doing a lobby reset. Apologies, so we're still kind of waiting.
Yeah, something's going on. I mean, I said the players might not show up because of the update, but maybe something's going on. Sounds like, yeah, it's tough. It's tough for the players to figure it out. Like, they have one job to just show up on time and not have their games crashing. But
yep. Well, I feel like there's only been one team that's been consistent in having these issues, okay? I'm not going to say which one of the two. I'm going to leave that for, you know, people who have been following along to figure out who I might be referencing here. But, strangely enough, though, I don't even think they were the ones with the problems this time. It looked like it was actually affecting everybody. So hopefully this won't take too long and we'll get ourselves back into there. But what's more, you know, what's a little bit more suspense before our grand final match?
So I have an OC internet story. Ooh. And one that kind of highlights how different us gamers can be. So the internet's been pretty bad in my area, and it was out for like a few hours yesterday morning, right? Like completely out, and you know, I'm dying. What on earth do you do without internet, right? And I'm talking to someone today who was like, yeah, the internet's been really bad at my place. And I was like, wow, mine too. And he's like, oh, has yours been out for 8 days as well? I'm like, bro, how is... So there's levels, man. There's levels, but I couldn't imagine going 8 days without internet. That would be ridiculous.
When I actually first moved into my place, I think it was 2 weeks before we got the internet.
That's pretty normal. Though,
yeah, but that's like that. But you learn. The point is, you adapt. Humans are adaptable creatures. Like we find ways. Granted, it sucks for wanting to cover esports point of view because everything is online. So that bit hurt. That bit hurt a lot, actually. That was unfortunate, but we're here now, and it looks like everyone has jumped into the new lobby, except for one. So we'll be waiting for that one. Again, not going to name names, but as soon as you get to it,
that's
we'll
me.
be good to go.
Is it me, or was it a player also being slow?
It was you.
Dude, don't be toxic.
I gave you the out. You outed yourself.
That's true. If production, you can play. They don't need me. I'll get in there eventually.
Yeah, I want to get this underway. Right, this is we've waffled enough because, as everyone knows, casters just love to hear themselves speak, and that's all that. And that's how come the games get delayed. It's just because casters want to keep talking and not actually do what they're brought in to do. It is confirmed. People on Reddit have told me so. So let's get ready and get into this one right now. Players look like we're jumping in. Everyone's saying there's no problems. Blue side will be UOW. The red side will be Macquarie. And it looks like everyone's jumping out and in again. What is happening?
Oh no, they can't see name tags again. Yeah, something's off.
Yeah, just not really working it just yet. Hopefully we will get going. Look, while we wait, I don't know, Twitch chat, AMA time. Any questions for the two of us? Feel free to hit us up because we're reaching into the barrel right now.
You'll have to forward them, Max. My internet's been too fragile.
Yeah, that's fair.
The name tag glitch, that's a sad one. I used to get that glitch really early on in Rocket League's history, like 2015, 16. And it tilted the hell out of me. I even complained on to Twitter's to Psionic support on Twitter for a DM. I could probably find it. Cause yeah, it sucks. It throws off your depth perception so much. It's honestly quite difficult.
All right, here we go. It looks like everyone is okay. Big capitals, yes. Everyone wants to see it, so I believe we're going spicy nuggets or regular nuggets from Macca's. Easily spicy. I've never even had those, but if there's a spicy option, you go that.
Yeah, I'm exact same as you. I haven't had both. I didn't even know there was an option, but
Neither.
I love spicy food, man. Spicy food's good.
We were just talking about, like, beforehand how I'm starting calorie count and, and all this stuff, and then you drop that Mac that says spicy nuggets. Why do you tempt me like this? Why do you do that to me? Here we go, though. Game is underway. This is our grand final. Zen, Lunar, Baz already on the defense.
What a grand final. We've already had multiple whiffs. Here's another one. Tonio completely missing the ball.
Yeah, a bit of a swing and a miss right there from Tonio. A bit unfortunate. Shu now, though, looking to cross it up. Baz is there to deny. As Zen will try and play it out of the corner. Is going to try to stay with it. Wants to get another reset. But instead lets it drop to the ground. Doesn't connect with Lunar, though. Good save by Tonio.
That was not a good challenge from Shu. Again, Shu's been the one really stepping up for this team, but not looking in the best form.
Yeah, not the hottest start straight away, but still early days, 1 minute in. And realistically, only a couple shots from Macquarie. When it comes to attacking pressure, Tonio, though, looking good right now. I'm not sure what Aziz was going for with that play, but now a double commit gets through too and split the uprights right in between the pair.
Dude, can I change my prediction? Can I change my prediction? What is Shu doing, man? What was this?
I have never seen two cars miss on a double commit that was going that slow. Awkward challenge. Zen straight down the middle. All right, 1-0 for Macquarie.
Dude, how is Zen not saying anything in the quick chat? I would say something in the quick chat. I'm tempted as the caster to say something in the quick chat because that was ridiculous, but luckily Aziz gets the quick equalizer.
Yeah, that was just, two good 50s going in favor of the UOW side, and Aziz there to play cleanup, so tie ball game. A little bit of the warm-up moment is what I'm going to call both of those goals right now.
I'll give it to them. They always have game one. We know there's excuses coming out of these guys in previous matches, but yeah, only one game they'll get it. Oh no. Okay, it's saved, it's saved.
Well, that has been the thing, right? Macquarie has always started off strong, it feels like, and then gets sloppier and sloppier as the series progresses, and I'm not sure the same can be said for UOW.
That is true,
so
yeah.
We will see how we move along. Shu just shut down immediately by Baz with the second touch. He's able to create so much space. The second touchdown. Baz, what was that?
That was beautiful. Baz all by himself, so quick. The 1v3 dunk to beat to insane double touch angle. What a play.
That was a special moment, and again, Macquarie's going to need that from Baz and Zen if they're going to be up there and able to take down this side. But once more, the kickoff gets awkward. Zen has to go sideways. Shu is there, shut down by Lunar.
And Aziz in the chat says, do it again, which I think is quality trash talk, honestly. I like that one.
Yeah, I have to agree. Although, I don't like that defense from Shu and Tonio. Ball got behind him each. Aziz had to come through for the save. And while Aziz might be looking strong, definitely some question marks right now on the other members on that UOW side. Maybe they'll be more confident on here on the attack.
Yeah, man. I don't know what UOW are doing, but hopefully they do just need that warm-up. They're looking better now. They're pushing forward, but Macquarie, I mean, they always have their mechanics with them.
We'll see if that continues as outside the box, Tonio going to try to create something. Flick up over Baz, does find Shu, has Tonio in front. Doesn't connect on the bump. Instead, Tonio's going to go to the corner. Shu, it was really tight. Too tough to really get a shooting angle from there, but again, they're going to look for the pass, gets bumped out of the play, but did the damage. It is shot way too tight and won't be able to get the goal.
Definitely possible though, but UOW, they're suddenly playing with a lot of confidence. I think maybe they're almost playing with too much confidence, and that's why we're seeing so many misses.
Yeah, we are seeing very sloppy play at times from that UOW attack, and I mean, comparatively to the last series, you can already see the tempo has increased a fair bit, the angles are a lot sharper, like the ball is more correctly placed. There's a reason why these two teams are in the final, but it's why it's that little bit more jarring when some of UOW's shots just are not where they need to be.
Yeah, but at the same time, UOW are getting a lot of chances, so when their mechanics do get a bit more fine-tuned, they're going to be scoring those.
That they will. I have a feeling we're going to see more of it in the future. Lunar midfield pass does find Zen as is. Wants to rotate back. Oh, Zen actually doesn't go for the touch. Missed it out. Now, chance to come back the other way. Tonio versus Luna. Goes for the fake. Zen wrapping around makes the save.
Tonio's already done plenty of fakes there. Macquarie are catching onto it, not buying it anymore. And the dust is kind of settled here. We had a bit of a crazy exchange of goals, but Macquarie have come out 2 ahead, maybe 3.
Oh.
Baz almost gets the double touch, but Luna's there. He gets the extra goal, and they have the 2-goal cushion.
Yeah, I feel like Luna's always going to be able to drive this one in quite safely, but Baz, for the second time in this game, has been the player to step up, and I find it interesting, too, because you could argue when you look at this Macquarie team, Zen has the RLCS history, Lunar has, like, the current big-time RLCS career. Baz is kind of, like, there in that bubble scene. Aziz going to score the goal. Kind of to follow up my point, Baz and Aziz, the lesser-known players on each team are the ones stepping up.
Yeah, no, Baz has been the best player for Macquarie by far, and so too is Aziz. Look how quick he was to score that goal.
So we still have a 1-goal game, 56 seconds remaining. And I'm with on this one. I think as things get settled, it is going to be a proper back-and-forth series. I'm expecting that pendulum to swing both ways. Demos opens it up. Baz can't quite squeak it in.
I mean, that was almost a sick own goal. UAW, they barely get away with it, unfortunately.
What?
They
Okay.
almost let in another one. Something's going on here. They're going to get a counterattack opportunity now.
That's just extreme patience, I feel like, coming from that UOW side. Very fortunate they don't get punished too hard for it, but as you were saying, 25 seconds now to go. It is all looking good for the team in blue. Tonio looking to escort it down. Baz makes the save.
Yeah, it might be an important save. Shu wasn't able to keep the pressure up. Gets plenty of boost, though, and Macquarie are very fast sat back. Aziz, the star player, is going to get a chance. It's not the bounce he was looking for.
Not what he needed, and now Baz will be able to clear it off that backboard, keeps it up and above Shu, and just letting it drop would end the game. The reset creates the space, the ball hits the ground, and Macquarie takes game 1.
Baz is too good. What a performance from him. Starting out, UOW in a bit of shambles. They've got a lot to prove to go forward in the series.
I mean, it was still only a 1-goal game, though, and it was just when UOW looked bad, things looked really bad, unfortunately, for them. But for the most part, they were able to stabilize, so I'm not hitting that panic button just yet. I have my eyes on it on the other end of the room. But for Macquarie, just keep dishing the ball to Baz right now. The kid is cooking, it feels like. The mechanics were on point. That double touch was fantastic way to kind of open up the scoring for them. And reason why they kind of were the MVP for the Macquarie side when it's all said and done. We'll be curious to see if Tonio and Shu can step up for that UOW side, and I'm still waiting for Zen to show us what makes this player so special, and it's not 7 swishies in a row, so we'll see if that does come together when we move forwards.
Yeah, I mean, I still want to see Shu hit the ball. I just remember that big miss from him. Bottom of the scoreboard as well. He got 4 shots, but he's been the star player. I think there's a lot of room for him to step up.
We'll see if that happens, so hopefully we will be able to get into it soon as we get ourselves set up and ready to go. Looks like there's a little bit of a discrepancy again. Lunar's already talking about lag, it looks like, so I'm calling him out because he did bring it up in that interview. Hopefully that's not going to be a reoccurring theme.
He's got the excuses ready, man. Even when he's winning games, he's making sure he's getting them cooking.
Looks like we may have had the name bug again, and if this is going to be a recurring thing, this could be a very long series.
That is really sad. It's resetting between games. I mean, what's going on? We didn't have it at all in the previous one. These guys might just need to restart their games or something.
Oh, got another question from EPSM. KFC or Macca's?
Oh, that's easy. KFC is so much better than Macca's. It's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But, I'm just going to drop Indomie. So, you know, some Indomie McGoring instead. Oh, that's where I go with that one.
That's my new KFC at Macca's. Yeah. No. I read something funny where it was like, Macca's is like, no one will ever say they like Macca's, but it's like somehow like a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah,
so.
that is weird. That is
yeah,
weird.
no, people don't admit it, but they like Macca's.
I mean, it's the convenience of it, right? They're everywhere. They are, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, though, still having issues with the names, so hopefully it doesn't take too long on this one. I agree with what Ollie is saying, though, in the chat down there. What is the best thing to get from KFC, though? Oh.
I get a Zinger Stacker combo, and I don't get it in a meal because I don't like the drinks, how much they charge you for that, but I get a Go Bucket with it. Okay. I reckon that's a good meal if anyone's looking.
So that's a similar thing with me, but I don't get the combo with it because I don't like
you're
the
trying
chips.
to cut weight though, so I mean,
yeah,
you shouldn't be in a 5-mile radius of any KFC.
Well, for me, it's like I always avoided the chips. Whenever I got
the
KFC,
chip, that's the best part of KFC, man.
Nah, I'm not big on. I just go there for honestly. Actually, no, I was a Wicked Wings. Give me the spicy Wicked Wings. That was.
They're good. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Yeah. Oh, you're a spice demon then.
I like my spice. Spice is good. But yeah, no KFC for me for a while. So cutting weight, counting calories. I think like 2 of those, and I can't eat anything else for the rest of the day. So we're going to be throwing it to a break, though, while we try and fix this spectator bug. So do stay with us, and hopefully we'll be able to come back into this one quite soon. So apologies for the delay. More of our grand final, as everyone's saying all good now. Maybe we don't go to the break. Maybe we stay with it. Hold on. Hold on.
Chill.
Are they going to start it, or did... All right. Here we go.
They're going to pause.
Yeah. Was it good? Are we... Yeah! Alright, I think we're good. Okay, no one's complaining. Yeah, forget the break. Let's just get into the game. Sorry, producer. Well, I want to run it through.
Dude, you're just telling him how to do his job now, aren't you?
I just want to play this game, alright? Look, it's been... I do. I want to... You know what? We can go back to old school AEL. I'll produce and cast at the same time. All right. No breaks allowed for anyone. Then run it harsh. But we are underway. Game 2 now, kicked off and running.
Yeah, it sounded like the players were figuring it out. Something about spectator mode. I don't know. Hopefully they can figure it out for the rest of the series.
Hopefully they can. I mean, still early days in this one, and I wonder how long a tech pause like that actually affects with these players' mental. Like, is this like a game 1 now all over again?
No, I don't think so. Pauses never bothered me too much, honestly. And you've also got to think about like timeouts as well. I mean, teams tend to come out better after timeouts. I think the game 1, oh, that's just gonna go in, man. Baz is keeping it up. But yeah, what I was gonna say is like that game 1. It's that jolt from like your relaxed free play to like serious mode tournament that's the real thing. It's less so about like warmed up mechanics.
Well, fair enough. As it stands, Baz puts in the goal and, you know, getting a little lippy once more. Same players being called out as a kickoff goal finds its way through. This game's just started and already UOW down by 2.
Yeah, and Zen's calling out Aziz, saying it's his rotations on the line. I mean, that was him on the cheat as well, letting that in, so Aziz might be the one to have to score to make up for these goals.
I'm still curious, you know, with Baz and Tonio, each on the dumb luck side. Does Tonio say something to Baz afterwards, like, hey, yo, you know, can you not go so hard on my teammate here? Like, does that come into play? Or, like, how does that sort of relationship, how does it handle when someone on your uni team is focused?
You're not teammates anymore when you're on a new team, with a uni team. I mean, these guys are just competitors now. There's no, yeah.
All right, fair enough. We'll see what happens. Baz shuts down Shu. Baz shuts down Tonio. Speaking of the dumb luck civil war, now Baz is going to try to look for Zen or Lunar underneath. Shu will be the one who takes it away.
Baz has been really good in the AEL, honestly. I mean, again, Zen and Luna certainly have the better results in RLCS, but Baz has been so solid on this team.
Yeah, Baz has had their moments as well, and some stand-up performances from them, and we'll see how well that continues moving forward. Aziz down to Shu, shot straight down the center. Baz will be able to push it out of the box. Has Zen in that corner, but Aziz is already there. Tonio underneath. Gonna look to try and throw it back over to Shu. Actually went solo, and Baz was able to take it away.
Yeah, they're just sitting back. They're looking really solid in defense. UOW are going to have to do better than that to break them.
Yeah, they're going to have to step up in their own right, and maybe Aziz will be the one off the backboard down to Tonio. Shot saved by Zen. Shu and Aziz try to play setup, but the two defenders are not able to get it past one. And halfway through this game, we still have yet to see UOW put a goal in.
Dude, they're not at their best. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I predicted them. I want to be biased, but I mean, this is all Macquarie.
It is, and I'm actually a little bit surprised Luna's shot right there didn't go through. Well, might get another chance here, though. That's going to waterfall down. Tonio has the backboard read. Shu, a lot of pitch to work with, but throws it across instead.
Yeah, Baz mishandles it, though. Passes it straight to Aziz, who passes it straight back. This is just really fast pace at the moment. Neither team able to really control the ball properly.
Neither one just able to find it, as Zen is going to throw it back. Tonio's going to try to press forward, but Baz is there. They wind up making contact as Aziz plays keep away from Lunar. That allows Zen to look for Lunar. Shot is up and in. Beautiful pass.
I mean, was this a big redirect, or did the guy just get faked? Because if this was a redirect, it was sick from Lunar.
Oh.
Yeah, the pre-flip flying all that way to get it over the keeper. That is beautiful.
And that is why I still feel Lunar is such a dangerous scoring threat, and Zen has the instincts to play around it and play with it. Macquarie has been a team that we've always felt like haven't showed us their best just yet. They've always been kind of relaxed, very loosey-goosey with things. Again, just going back to that semifinal, Zen, 7 squishy saves in one game. Why? Just cuz. But now, when there's money on the line, they're putting up the points. It's a 4-0 lead.
Oh, it's so impressive to be able to do that, to just flip the switch. I mean, they're dominating here. UOW are looking silly. And Macquarie, what a time to be at your best.
Yeah, Macquarie now hitting that peak, and it's just going to continue. You feel like if they smell blood in the water, this would be a team of sharks always hunting for it. As Shu, unforced error again, still not able to connect. Fake from Zen, sets up Baz, post down Lunar. Should put it in, goes for the double, and just beats Aziz, and I'm looking at that chat.
I know, Aziz is getting roasted, and I mean, this isn't what he needed for his confidence. A missed flip into getting clipped on by Luna. This is a disaster of a game 2 for UOW.
Surprisingly quiet after that one, though, the Macquarie side. I think they recognize game 2 is now done and dusted. They'll be looking ahead towards game 3, and Jake, this is dire times for UOW. Going into this third game, it feels must win for them. A reverse sweep against Macquarie, I don't know if that can be done.
Well, yeah, certainly not the form UOW are in, or Macquarie are in. I mean, they're just getting absolutely outclassed today.
That they are, as we're going to see Baz look to throw it to Zen. Pressure there, but Shu is able to find the save. Now Lunar puts it up as well. Double commit from the two defenders, and kind of in, you know, end of time for this one. Not really enough opportunities are going to be there for a comeback. Would be nice for a nice pop-off play, but I don't know. Macquarie, they just look so in the zone right now.
Yeah, no, they're looking super solid. And I mean, it's 5-0 up and they're still in control. Looks like Tonio might get a consolation goal. He does. But maybe he needs to save them for game 3, because like you said, that's going to be an incredibly important game for UOW to win.
Well, I think if you get a situation where Macquarie over-rotates 3 players to the same side of the pitch, then you'll be able to get those left, right, and center from a player of Tonio's caliber. That was about as open as it can get, and now it's his. Is not going to get this one. What?
Oh no, Zen hits him with the oops. That is sad.
Second shot as well. It comes off the post. And
the whoops again.
Who was looking so strong at the start of this series, is falling apart. Third time lucky, Jake? No.
It was open.
Luna didn't even try to defend it. He just sat down there and watched it happen.
Oh, no. What is going on?
That's a tough one to bounce back from.
Then again, sometimes when you get that smashed, it's actually easier to to bounce back from because you just kind of let it go. I mean, it's like the close overtime where you should have won it in regulation. Those are the worst ones to bounce back from.
Looks like a warning has come to us. We might be seeing a calmer chat in the future. We'll see what happens here. It wasn't even. I mean, look. We'll see what happens.
There was a warning? What happened?
Just a little warning, you know, our tournament admin was just keeping it a little bit calmer, but even as Ziz was saying, it's all good, so I don't know how serious the players are going to take it. We're getting ready to go into Game 3 right now. The consensus is quick chats are valid, apparently. We'll see if that continues.
Quick chats valid? Oh, these guys are good. This is funny.
It's the best part of this matchup is just giving you the play-by-play of the chat between the pair. Because, again, all 6 of these players super familiar with each other. They all know how they operate, how they work. I mean, most of them have even teamed with each other or still currently are on opposite sides. So it's always a different atmosphere when you get situations like this. The grudge match continues, and it starts with Luna with the dribble.
I was worried there. Luna was looking good, but Shu seems to be getting his confidence back, at least in defense.
That's a good start, but the question is how long will it last as Iz now has to stop Baz, and Lunar does so by breaking up the pair. As the ball looks to fall in the middle of the pitch, Zen's going to take a shot looking for Lunar back across to, is it Zen or Baz? It's Baz! Tonio doesn't care, they get the save.
Way too slow, now we have a 3v1, hits it quick, up to Aziz, a beautiful counter-attack, and UOW take the lead.
Finally, first lead of the series for UOW, and it does come from that counter, super fast, super efficient. Aziz got to feel pretty good to get that goal after the 3 misses to end Game 2. We'll see if they can continue to build off of that.
Yeah, that was very well done by Shu. He had no boost and did exactly what he needed to. Great from Aziz as well to push forward. What we've been very critical of, teams like Griffith of being unable to do. Again, these teams are showing why they're the best in the league.
That they are. Tonio's shot on target, forces Zen across. Lunar's going to have to be the one who follows it through, up in that corner, tries to dribble it across the middle of the field. Tonio's touch again. He's going to try to bring it back, and forth we go. Zen to Aziz. As Baz starts to rotate back, Aziz again going for that next touch. Not quite there. Shu, however, will take it over the top, and it's 2-0 in favor of the team in blue.
And the must-win matches starting out well. Macquarie, some holes are starting to show, I mean, from them bumping each other apparently, but that's what happens when your defense is a bit too cluttered.
This has been the Macquarie MO though. They start off all right and then they start to struggle kind of more and more as things do continue, so we'll see.
Oh, that's it.
Now they bring it back. Oh, shots on the goal. It's going to be saved initially. Zen and Lunar tried to read the corner, but they cannot quite stay with it. Demo across the middle of the pitch. Tonio waits underneath, going to try to dribble it over the top of Lunar. Baz not behind it, but Tonio's already putting the pressure on him.
Yeah. UOW looking solid. Macquarie unable to get on the scoreboard just yet, but there's still plenty of time in the series, and Baz still looking very scary when he gets the ball.
Yeah, Baz just kind of spying on that outside, won't be able to make the committing play. Tonio's touch does go backwards, but Shu's already there. And it's interesting, like, the first couple games, Macquarie coming out fast and furious, a lot of shots. This game, not quite as much. They're still going for these solo plays, but it feels like UOW is doing a better job at reading them.
Yeah. No, UOW is certainly starting to warm up into the series. Yeah, maybe Macquarie, haven't been taking this game as seriously, but at the same time, they can't afford to. I mean, this is best of 7 up against their toughest competition, and you can see UOW, as soon as they get the slimmest of chances, are right back in it.
That they are, and they've been doing well with those slim chances. Now we're going to see Lunar go for the flick across. Zen not there.
Whoa.
It would have been a nice connection, but they'll come up a little bit short this time around as Tonio takes on Baz. Lunar tries to bang it through. Big demo middle of the pitch. Down into that corner. Zen again looking for the double in front of the goal. Isn't able to quite pancake it through.
UOW is struggling with their boost management. Some nice passes. Looks like they might get it out, but still, when you're that boost deprived, it's tough to continue and flip that pressure.
It has been. It's been difficult. It's been the challenge, and Tonio actually just throws it straight to Zen, who misses. Had Lunar across as well. Not sure that was a fake, because Lunar was starting to move towards it, and now in front of the goal, Baz can't get it past Aziz.
No, UOW is seriously struggling with their boost, but that pinch off the roof by Shu, just what they needed to buy themselves time.
We see that next level one more time. Lunar just lets it drop. Tonio gets a nice lobber right back, and Something's got to change with this Macquarie approach. They either need to, you know, find a way to shorten that pitch faster or even get a bit physical with it, but these solo plays either down the corridor or down the middle, these one-on-ones are not going in their favor.
Oh, and Shu's going to get an open net. Double touch instead. He misses it. Tonio!
No!
Barring out. The hero save from Lunar. Barely there in time.
Oh my goodness, I don't understand how that wasn't a goal. Now we come back the other way. Lunar can't stay on Shu, so instead Baz will get the play through the corner. Swing and a miss. Lunar pops it up. Zen now looking to spike it down. Can't get over the top of Shu.
No, but Macquarie are keeping the pressure up, although bit awkward, bit misplaced. UOW going to start feeling more in control, but this is super risky. Tonio's back though.
Tonio's back, makes that save. Now Baz is going to try to come up big right now. Zen through that corner has Baz underneath, gets one touch, doesn't get the second, drops it down for Lunar instead. Too many defenders in the way though, 38 seconds. As Baz puts another touch towards that goal, doesn't get the double. Shu shuts it down.
I mean, Shu almost scored it for him. 30 seconds left. UOW are holding on. Macquarie, they need a goal soon.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coming though. This UOW defense has done its job. Tonio gets the clear, and with the time remaining, that should ice game 3.
Yeah, Zen barely gets in time to keep his team in it, but you can see the momentum's not with them. They're back in their half. They're running out of time. Still need 2 goals. They need a miracle, and UOW are just shutting them out.
UOW shutting them out, shutting them down. Ball will go in for Shu in their favor. So a 3-0 victory, the turnaround for UOW. It's finally among us.
Yeah, and right in time, right in that important match. Can't go down 3-0, needing that reverse sweep. And Macquarie, after absolutely dominating in game 2, get held to a clean sheet.
That they do. So, series again looking to heat up a bit, especially because Macquarie, they had the shooter's advantage at the end of that one with the 7 shots to 8. I mean, okay, only one more, but still, it felt like the entire second half of the game was played on the UOW side, but Macquarie just was unable to break them.
Yeah. No, Macquarie might even be scratching their heads at that after that game because, yeah, everything went so well in game 2, but I think UOW have finally gotten into this series and stepped up.
That they have, and it was a good time to do it. Granted, I still feel UOW might be in that must-win situation because if Macquarie takes this one, tournament point with a 3-game advantage, that's still tough to beat. So in Utopia Coliseum, we'll see if UOW can continue their hot streak. Demo across the middle of the pitch, gives Bass space. Aziz waiting underneath, only slows him down slightly.
Yeah, no. Pressure is certainly still on UOW here. There wasn't much of a break. And I saw still some chitter-chatter from the players, so I'm not too sure if Macquarie have spent the proper time they need to figure out what went wrong there.
We'll see. I mean, still early days, and you'd love to be able to believe they'd be able to start flipping it back, and we can see what they can realistically add to that table. As Zen going to keep high on the corner. Turner shuts it down, has his underneath, but instead goes for the shot themselves. Baz diving save, but hit the post, couldn't follow it up. Ball still up for grabs. This is across Shu. Too far back. The pass needed to be a little better placed.
Yeah, almost beautifully done, but not quite everyone on UOW on the same page. Still very promising signs early on.
Promising signs back and forth. 4 minutes to go. Lunar through that corner. Tries to find Shu, who instead puts it straight. And Zen will shut it down middle of the pitch. Tries to stay with it. Lunar spike down Tonio. Will clear it out of the box.
Yeah, Tonio looking confident. UOW holding some sustained pressure, but Luna gets the clutch save to keep it out.
Antonio keeps the shots on. Zen's going to have to push it out of that goal. Tries to find Aziz, who plays corner. Now here comes Zen. Oh, denied by Shu. Good job, Baz now. Going to see what they can find. Again, that cross up Aziz from outside the box makes that stop and pushes it all the way back to the other side. Zen alone gets the ping pong going. Longest we've gone without a goal. Aziz almost breaks it. Sets up Tonio. No, denied by the crossbar.
Yeah, Luna back just in time, but the pressure's continuing. Shu's air dribble, bit mute, but Aziz now, it's his turn. Unable to get past as well. Macquarie looking good in defense.
Yeah, that they are. Zen's going to go from one corner to the other. Shu doing what they can up above, gets the second touch down low, now puts a touch towards the goal. But Luna will be able to dive back, come through with that save. Baz going to try to bring it back up that other way. Aziz touch off the roof. Shu waiting on the goal line, commits with Tonio, but plays keep away for now.
Yeah, doing a great job of air dribbling that out. Even gets the 50 and sets up Aziz. The shot's powerful, but Luna out of nowhere.
Again, these diving saves from Macquarie, keeping this one close. Baz looking for the double off the backboard. Shu from underneath does disrupt and plays keep away.
Baz continuing his good form, but UOW is smarter to it. Luna's going to barely get back again. An absolute hero in defense, but he can't do it all himself. Aziz gets the first goal.
That was great from Aziz. Lunar, I mean, it was only a matter of time. You said it can only go solo for so long. The 2v1 goes in favor of the 1-0 lead. UOW 2 minutes 19 seconds from equalizing.
Yeah, so UOW going to be feeling great with their position now. Though Baz, he's been so good, but hits it over his teammates and almost gets a chance, but Shu's there for the challenge.
All three members of UOW pushed together right there, though, and that was a little bit awkward. Macquarie, it's been a hot minute since they scored a goal. Not going to get one here just yet. In fact, they're rotating back again to play more defense.
Yeah, no, Macquarie is stepping forward now. They're starting to realize they only have 2 minutes left. It's been quite a while since we've seen them score a goal.
It has been. Lunar's going to try to play the corner, can only go so far with it. Let's see what Baz is going to be able to try to do as well in that corner. Just keeps it jammed for now. Lunar's touch up. Shu is there, denies it. Aziz from underneath. Pressure on the goal, but is unable to bang it through, so Zen will go from corner to corner. Now Aziz off the roof. Ball falls. Tonio going to go for the dribble. Has Shu right behind. He leaves it for him. Shaw catches the defense off guard, and it's a 2-0 lead.
What a leave! Tonio fakes the air dribble, gets everyone respecting the space, and then bang, the change of pace. Shu just smacks it in.
That was so tricky. He even faked the reset on that setup right there, but that's the kind of trickery you need when Macquarie has been getting diving save after diving save. Minute 20 to go until we have an equal series 2-2, and I am happy that this grand final has turned around for the sake of UOW. They got a series again, but I would be shocked if Macquarie gets shut out now 2 games in a row.
Yeah, well, they've got a minute. They're going to start pushing players forward, because you're right. They've just been a bit limp in offense, unable to throw enough players forward to really capitalize on the chances they get.
Luna will be the one. Goes across the middle of the pitch. Tonio tries to deny. Baz underneath, waiting for a moment. Whoa, way too late of a commit right there. Aziz is going to be the one who brings it back. Zen's going to try and dive. Does rig off that backboard, but can't stay with it too long. Big demo. Doesn't change too much. Tonio rotates back in the corner. Is able to pass it to a teammate, but it's in front of the net. Baz misses the dunk.
And a 1v1. Shu completely rushes it. Maybe playing overly safe here. 25 seconds. Same situation as last game. 2-0 up. Macquarie, they're just out of time.
Yeah, they're out of time in this one, and I'm more concerned about the shutout than I am getting a goal necessarily and coming back in this. We'll see what happens as Baz goes for the backboard down. Zen underneath. That will go in, so the shutout's denied, and with 8 seconds, maybe Macquarie has something special.
And it's off the back of Baz. He's been the best player on Macquarie. So tricky. Aziz unable to read him, and it's Zen. Speedy as he needed to be, and they give themselves a chance with 8 seconds left off this kickoff.
This is going to be a very intense 8 seconds. Lunar, wanted Shu to miss it. Still is going to center it. Baz is there. Shot's going to go in, and we're tied with 2 seconds to go.
What happened to UOW? How is no one there? Tonio just backwards. What is he doing? And Baz again stepping up massively for his team. What a shot.
It looks like Tonio messed up the speed flip. I can only see like hints of it in that replay. Either way, we're going to an overtime, and again, this still feels must-win for UOW. They need this goal.
Yeah, no, 3-1 down in the series, needing the 3-0. The difference between that and tying it up is just ridiculous. Pressure is on, and you have to favor Macquarie after what's just happened.
Perhaps you do. 2 goals in 10 seconds. It was at 8 and it was at 0. Now, back the other way. Aziz in the 2v1. Shoots bump. May have just saved that goal, pushing Lunar out of the way.
Yeah, clutch, because Aziz was struggling in the corner there. Shu's going to get it to the other side. Macquarie look revitalized after getting this equalizer.
And they're on the hunt. Lunar playing forward right now. Keeps it in the corner. Baz opts not to commit and will rotate back alongside Zen, who goes up to challenge Aziz. That's going to fall in a dangerous spot. Tonio can put it wherever they want. They want backboard. Lunar's there. Plays keep away. Shu's angle will be too tight. Aziz eyes it up, decides not to commit.
Yeah, Shu, the aggressive turn, keeps McQuarrie on the back foot. Looks like UOW may be starting to run out of steam, though.
Yeah, it looks like the attack may be starting to falter for the blue side, although Shu, rotating all the way back, was able to control the mid-pitch uncontested. Now Baz off the backboard, plays keep away from Tonio underneath. Lunar gets there first. Lighter touch to keep it to Baz, but they almost get in each other's way. It causes Aziz to miss. Now you have Zen straight down the middle. Lunar won't get the pass to him.
Yeah, Shu gets it out, and he gets it with full boost, but Baz, he's been the scary one, gets the flip reset. Tonio gets the challenge.
And that brings us back to the red side of the field, but only briefly. Zen, again, the control great, the dunk greater. Here comes Baz, and that's McQuarrie up 3-1 in the series.
Wow. And from 2-0 down with 9 seconds left, UOW have thrown this away, and McQuarrie are in the driver's seat to win this season of AEL.
Oh boy, honk honk, here we go. Bang the bars, the bus. I don't know where I'm going with that. All I know is McQuarrie. I'm a 3-1. I'm parking the bus with the lead. It's a party.
Doesn't work. Sometimes it's tough to close a match out. I mean, we certainly saw that from UOW there, dropping the ball, but McQuarrie have 3 chances.
That they do. They got 3 chances to seal it away. Deadeye Canyon. This was the location of the end of our first series as well, might I add. We finished off here in the Oasis. We'll see if it's going to be the beginning of the comeback for the UOW side, as everyone typing in Q to say, I think things are working. Fair enough. Here we go now, 0. Yeah, ever since the warning got issued, the only thing the players have been typing in the chat has been the letter Q.
Yeah, I know what's on. But if you remember Formal, I was saying they get smashed in game 2. I was like, no big deal. The worst, most tilting thing to come back from is a game you should have won and then lost in overtime. That is what UOW are facing here.
That is true, but they don't look too out of sorts just yet. Shots coming through outside the box. Tonio now going to try to center it once again as Zen will keep it in the corner. Has to take it over the top of Shu. Denied immediately, but Baz is already there, and Zen still pressing forward. And Ziz doesn't let the ball get into a dangerous spot.
Yeah, Shu actually almost scores that. Luna back in time, but certainly some holes that we're seeing in the McQuarrie defense.
Yeah, some holes that hopefully will be exploited, but again, like, you can never count the McQuarrie team out now. 2 goals in under 10 seconds means, yeah, the comeback could always be on, even, especially if UOW gets some early points in right now. I would like to see McQuarrie get it, though, because I think they could really put this grand final away if they're able to. Tonio, going to stay with the ball right now. Actually centers it back over to Shu. Tonio was still there. Shu's the one who commits. Lunar, easy read out the backboard, but drops it in an awkward spot. Aziz tries to cross up Baz, but there's not enough power on the strike.
Yeah, comes in too awkward, but keeps the pressure up. But McQuarrie, so good at getting the ball out of their own half.
Yeah, the musty used by Zen to do it on that occasion as well, so bit of the mechanical plays on display. Zen again will take it across that middle of the pitch, has to get it underneath Aziz, who, well, saves it in the corner. Lunar's touch, though, still there. Baz versus Aziz. Sees Aziz lose possession before Baz challenges, and now it's just a simple game of keep away, buy time for the boost, buy time for the re-engage, because Zen did get demoed. Lunar doesn't like the look, hesitates again, and this is just so much slower pace than our past games.
Yeah, both teams are getting boost upped. I mean, UOW's turn to get boost upped. Before it was McQuarrie. Both teams, yeah, playing it a bit safer now that we're in the later stages of this series.
Shu in the corner, shut down by Lunar underneath, who will stay high with it. Aziz tries to rotate back, but that just opens the door potentially for Zen. Tonio, good recovery on the sidewall, had to make a really tight cut. Does just enough to keep it available. Baz reset. Ooh, went outside instead of in to set up Lunar. Top crossbar not in.
Luna, what a big miss for his standards. Essentially open. It was a tough angle. Now it's back to the other side. Aziz gets the shot. The follow-up by Shu. It's not there by Tonio. It is. UOW open the scoring.
Too much pressure off that counterattack for Baz and Luna to be able to handle with, and they were trying, but I think it was that awkward bump between the two that killed Baz's momentum, prevented them from getting to it. Tonio there to capitalize, 1-0 lead. UOW still in this with a fighting chance.
Yeah, they're going to be feeling good. Hopefully the demons of last game won't get to them, though. Already, time is running low, and they have a very, very small lead.
Luna playing the third man role so patiently right there as Zen tries to drop it down for Baz, but way too slow. Shu gets their first Lunar outside the goal. Just really playing a risky game, it feels like, on this red side, but they are still kind of doing just enough to play keep away as Shu looks to center. Baz is already there, dropping it back down for Lunar, who's going to try to cross it up to Zen. As is easy read, gets the interception, but it's not a strong enough touch to keep it away completely. Baz now looking for Lunar once more. They're not going to find each other. Proactive interceptions doing a good job keeping UOW in the lead.
Yeah, UOW starting to back off a bit. A team bump as Ziz fortunately gets the great recovery. It feels like they're hanging on by a thread here.
Last week it was squishies. This game it's been musties. Every time Zen has been alone with the ball, he's just been pulling off musties right now. And that one was scary close to working because of the aforementioned team bump, as you said before. Now ball's in a dangerous spot. Baz
1v1
was a bit too far back to really go for it. In fact, it's going to be Aziz the other way. Can't get the corner read.
He was so close, though, Aziz. He's been the main man going forward for UOW, playing really well.
That has been the case. I mean, again, Aziz, when Aziz is on point, so too is UOW. When Aziz is struggling, well, we all remember game 2. So far in this one, it's been good, but it was 2 goals in 10 seconds, Jake. You can't count Macquarie out.
Yeah, they only need 1 goal, and that's going to be in the back of UOW's head, and I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Baz looking to set up Zen, who's there, keeps it high, looking for the waterfall double. Shu makes the intercept. I could have seen a shot going through there. I'm a bit surprised they went for the pass.
Yeah, no, Macquarie slowing it down even still. Zen going
Double
for the
commit.
solo play. He does get it over everyone,
Whoa.
but Aziz stays patient.
Yeah, and Baz couldn't get the touch, so Aziz will take it all the way back to the red side of the field now. 10 seconds, 1, maybe 2 more chances if you're fast. Zen is going to find Baz, is going to lob it down to the backboard. No one there to immediately challenge at the corner. Zen eventually gets there just outside it. Lunar, though, has to watch for Tonio's touch, and it's the easiest fake in the world. That's going to do it. UOW take us to Game 6.
How does Luna get faked there? I mean, Tonio was nowhere near that ball. Maybe he was under the ball. Maybe it was tough, but still 0 seconds. You have to play the odds. Luna misses a massive chance, and UOW stay in it and keep the series close.
Yeah, keeping on right now. We still have potentially 2 more games in this one, but for the first time since we've done our best of 7s here, Jake, we are going to a Game 6. We are going to be going to Tokyo Underpass. UOW, a chance to take us to Champions Field with the win. Macquarie, chance to make, me sound like I actually know what I'm talking about sometimes if I get that prediction right, as well as, I guess, taking the championship in their own name. This is going to be a big one. Oh boy, this parking lot has ruined so many teams in the past, though.
Yeah, I don't know who said it, but someone asking Baz how his back is. And again, I love that kind of trash talk because it's true, man. Baz has been playing out of his mind.
Baz wants it. You can tell Baz wants this one bad. And again, something about Tokyo Underpass. Again, this is the map that breaks dreams. I feel like more so than any other map. Like Champions Field makes dreams.
Doesn't it?
This one breaks them, and we'll see what happens. It rains. The rain is the tears of Rocket League players who have come up just short of Champions Field.
Yeah, all I can think about is power winning on this map and just making the games boring. Yeah. No, we'll have to see, but I hope. I mean, UOW series could very much well be in their control, but they still have this big comeback to fulfill.
I don't know if it's just like a product of like my old memory. As Lunar's going to get the first goal, by the way, touched straight down the middle. It was delicate. It was straight through. Siki's own goal at Worlds, was that on this map?
No, I don't think so.
I have to look that one up.
Because was that?
Oh, it was at Utopia, apparently, I'm being told. Okay, so, all right. Fair enough.
Scarred into Dover's memories, I'm sure
Well,
it is to a lot of OCE.
Like, yeah, like, I just remember it was 1 game away from Champions Field, and I just always associate that with Tokyo Underpass, I suppose. But Lunar's going to get that first goal. I mean, man, what a moment.
I I still just always imagine what it was like for Torsos. Like, imagine the memory that's burnt into Torsos's memory as you're about to get the save. Oh, looks like we're gonna have a pause here. I don't know what's going on.
Oh boy, here we go. And well, apparently, okay, the pause, and then we don't need the pause. So,
if we conceded, maybe not. These guys. Oh. Yeah, it might just be a short pause. I don't know. Maybe it seems like maybe there's some internet issues, but they don't seem too serious for the other players.
We'll see it as it's going to get set back up. Now, do you go back to a kickoff in this one, or do you play it from where it is?
I think you normally go back to kickoff because, like, you can see UOW did have a great opportunity, but again, that is kind of tilting for UOW as well. It's tough no matter what with these pause situations.
Yeah. Now my next question is, do teams get a set number of pauses?
Or probably unofficially, right?
I would imagine you'd have to because, like... Okay, I am in zero way, shape, or form saying that this is the case right now because we've seen, you know, both beneficial and negative pauses in the past for this Macquarie side. But I'm just waiting for that team to try it. You know what I'm saying? You know what and it's not happened here. I 100% can confirm not happening here. Yeah, I'm waiting for a team to try it.
Oh, Baz! Oh, Zen! What a connection from these two. They want to break our stop championship field, and they're doing it in style.
Yeah, that is just a beautiful pass down and in. Great goal. You know, and if a team does try it, it's going to be some dirty NA or EU team, or SAM, or APAC, or MENA, or SSA. Never an OCE team.
OC might need it, man. The way we've been.
Here we go, though. 2-0 up. Macquarie very much out in front in this situation. Tonio plays it through the corner. Zen will shut it down. Double commit. You can see UOW starting to get a little bit more desperate now, but the double commit doesn't work. In fact, we come back the other way. They're racing back. Shu and Aziz have just been side by side. Finally some spacing, but at what cost? Because now here comes Baz, not able to put it straight through.
I mean, UOW have been struggling to convert when they're ahead in the series, and you can already see they're feeling the pressure here. They need 2 goals, and already half of this game has gone by.
Yeah, it has already just kind of pushed its way through, and with 2:12 remaining, Shu actually gets dunked on by Baz, who tries to stay with it underneath. Zen's now starting to eye up maybe an angle, maybe a shot. They're going to have to kind of retreat and wait for their opportunity. Through the corner we go, bumped away Aziz out of the box. Will clear it across that midfield, does find Shu. Baz able to rotate back, though.
That VP every area of the field, man. Even there in defense, stopped that shot that came out of nowhere.
As Baz sitting stagnant in the goal. Very fortunate Aziz didn't keep that one just under the crossbar. Could have been a 2-1 game. 100 seconds remaining. UOW still looking for their first goal in this deciding Game 6.
It looks like Shu's lacking confidence again. Don't know why he didn't shoot that. He was too far back earlier. His team needs him. He's been quiet all series long. He's only got a minute and a half left, possibly in this entire tournament.
As Aziz gets underneath it, through the corner we go, but can't get it past Zen. Shu stays right behind that ball. Pops it up for Baz, who will dribble it across the center of the pitch. Gets one reset, gets underneath it. There's the shot, there's the goal. It's 3-0 now, Jake.
The backpack does not bother Baz. He continues, man, completely outplays everyone on UOW. And what a crucial goal. 3-0 up, almost over a minute remaining, but barely. Macquarie are in the driver's seat to win it all.
And this could be the beginning of the end of this Elite Series. Macquarie would have to really fall apart right now, but it just feels like the confidence, the momentum, it's all been on one player. It has been on Baz. Such a standout performance. Shu's going to try to set it up. Aziz with the follow-through, though, and we're back within 2.
Okay. It always feels like this happens right as we kind of count a team out. They get that goal almost out of nowhere. Look at Macquarie, also flat-footed. And suddenly we're back to our deficit. 2 goals, 49 seconds. Can UOW do it?
It's because we're not the only team counting them out, right? Like, it's actually going both ways. You'd have to think as Lunar with the musty, looking to find Baz. Not going to be able to make contact on the initial approach. Instead, Baz goes to the roof. Now has to try to reach Shu. Isn't quite able to. Zen, middle of the pitch. Tries to find something underneath. Pinching it down as Ziz shuts it down. 30 seconds to go. Ball still on the blue side. UOW, they can't even get the clear.
Well, they have 24 seconds left, though. Time's running out. Look at how patient Macquarie are, just sitting back. UOW are throwing everything, but there's nothing there.
It was the slowest throw of everything, though. Again, they just don't know how to react to the patient Macquarie side. And as time ticks down, Jake, I think this is it. The demo, the clear. It should do it. Macquarie is going to be the AEL Elite Champions.
Yeah, well played from Macquarie. They kept every series interesting. You have to give them that. It was looking like they could have had a dominating 4-0, but they bring it back in the end with a confident win. And what a performance. Well deserved.
Yeah, this Macquarie side, look, at the start of the season, their lineup looked the strongest on paper. The question was always going to be, you know, what form would they see? They had the highest ceiling. We've seen some of their low lows in the past, but when it's all said and done, they are the only team to get a win against every other team in this league with this revenge win against UOW. They are the Elite Series champions. Their form was on point today, and if we're naming an MVP, like, it has to be Baz.
Oh, it's easily Baz. I think you'd have to be blind to pick anyone else but Baz. I mean, what a performance from him. Felt like 100% goal participation, because if he wasn't scoring them, he was setting them up.
He was doing such great work for that Macquarie side, and realistically, super well done for them. But I don't know, when you try to think back and think of the story of this grand final, it really was a rough start for UOW, and I think they really needed it. I know I said at the start I was kind of thinking, you know, if Macquarie wins, it could be one-sided, but if it's a bit more competitive, maybe UOW might have that advantage. I then changed it at the start of the series to be completely right, by the way. But we did kind of see that to an extent. I mean, UOW was just really sloppy out of the word go.
UOW did everything they could to lose that series, it felt like. Yeah, they started off super sloppy, went down 2-0, and then after that, I mean, throwing away that crucial game to then go 3-1 down in the series, that was brutal.
So it is a great ending. Again, $1,200 for that first place right there as we take a look at the brackets one last time. Only one series went 6, the rest 5 or less. I'm actually a little surprised UWA and Griffith didn't go a bit longer as well. I thought that one was going to be the one that goes 7, but UWA's form a bit too much for them. And, of course, we did just see that grand final match. Macquarie in the number 2 seed gets it done here in that grand final best of 7.
Yeah, congrats to Macquarie. I mean, you can see dominating this playoff bracket as well. Well done from them.
Well done from them, and that means we're going to have an interview with the champ one last time. We've got Lunar with us here today. First of all, congratulations on your victory, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a good victory, definitely.
How does it feel to get the revenge after the frustrating loss with all the lag last time to him?
I'll be honest, I was lagging again this time, but we got the job done. It feels good. It definitely feels good to beat them. Unfortunately, we didn't sweep them, which was the plan, but we 4-1 them, right? Or 4-2? 4-1, whatever we did.
4-2,
It was 4-2.
Oh, 4-2? Was it? Okay, 4-2.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still happy with it. We didn't go Game 7. We were scared about the Game 7.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you did avoid it, and you did look like the stronger side, I guess, throughout. But I have to ask the question, though. When you're getting that name tag bug again and again and again, how do you stay focused through that? Because it seems like one of the most aggravating, distracting things to happen.
Yes, it was very annoying. It was definitely very annoying. There's a lot of bugs going on, and every time I just kept lagging too. But I don't know. It was a very stressful series. Not like gameplay-wise, but just everything else just happening around it. But regardless, like, it was okay. We weren't really like locked in the whole series. It was more just like we're kind of chilling, just trying to just have fun with it. Like, we weren't like, all right, we got to win. Even though we were like, we want to sweep, we weren't in the mood to like, we weren't like really stressed if we lost a game or not. But like the goal was just to play like goal by goal and just have fun with stuff what we're doing.
All right. So how do you? I think I figured out how the others have fun. Baz has fun by doing crazy mechanical shots. Zen has fun by picking a named mechanic and just repeating it. So this game it was the Musty. Last time it was, the squishy safe. What are you doing gameplay-wise to have fun?
I'm just watching, I'll be honest. I'll literally just sit as third man. No, I'll be honest. I'll sit as third man, have my music going, my music just blasting. And I'm just literally playing. Every time my teammate scores, I go on my phone while the replay is happening, get back in, and just go again, repeat.
Yeah, well, I was enjoying the trash talk. There was one question someone asked what it was like being in Baz's backpack. I got to know the answer, man. How was it?
Feels good. No, I'll be honest. Feels good. Definitely feels good. It's annoying to be with him, but it feels good to be just sitting there doing nothing.
Fair enough. What are you looking at on your phone, actually, if I might ask, in between goals?
Well, my girlfriend messages me after every goal, so...
Ah. All right. Well, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, congrats on big $1,200. What are you guys planning on spending some of the prize money on?
Not sure yet. We're giving a little bit of it to the subs, and then we'll take a bit of the split. I think Baz wants to get a new monitor because I think he plays 60 Hz or something.
Oh, he does that on 60 Hz, man.
Yeah. No, imagine him on double that next AEL. It's gonna be even more easier.
Oh boy, that will be a scary upgrade for sure. And now I have to ask as well. I'm pretty sure you were a little bit more focused on RLCS this weekend, but the CRL Worlds did happen, and it was NA versus EU, no OCE. How would have Macquarie gone had you been out there competing internationally, though, in Dallas?
I don't think it would even make LAN. I think it would come last. But, like, you know what? It's, like, OCE is known to just not be good at LANs. Or just not to be good internationally. But you know what? I think CRL is a bit different. Like, I think we'd have a little bit of shot just in the top 8 area. Probably not a top 4. I've seen some of the gameplay. It's pretty hectic. But, you know what? Like, we need to send an OCE team there. That would be good. That would be pretty cool.
I mean, you would be that one after winning this event. It would have been Macquarie.
True.
Any final shout-outs before we have to let you go, Luna?
Well, just thank you to you guys. Thank you for hosting. Thank you for putting on the good shows. I'm always watching every week. It's good to watch. And thank you to all the sponsors, Predator, AOC, and I can't read the third one.
He's a natural.
I can't read
Bring
the
him
third
on the
one.
desk.
It's
Indomie,
man.
Indomie.
You eat Indomie. Come on, surely.
Is that Maggie? It's
the noodle.
It's the McGoring.
Yeah, no, and thanks to Ray14 and Akame, our subs. You didn't get to see them today, but no, they subbed in about 3 of the weeks, I think. So pretty thankful that they were here for us as well. They played good too. I think we won with all of them, with all of our subs, which is good.
Yeah. Everybody got that win. One last time, congratulations, and looking forward to see where the future of Macquarie goes.
Yeah, thanks guys. Have a good one.
There you have it, Champion Lunar. Arguably the most humble interview we've gotten from him this entire time, all the times we've chatted with him, and it happens after you win it all.
He was a professional, man.
Yeah.
You win, and the trash talk, it leaves you, the trolling, it leaves you, and all you have is that humble energy, and I appreciate it. That was good.
Yeah, you do. And again, joining the names of, some pretty high-level teams. We talked about Season 9 before. I mean, even if you go back, way back when, the likes of Caveman Ben, Riv, Tolandinas even pulled one off. I mean, UOW, they won it 2 seasons ago, I should say, with Shu still on that team. So even Shu is a defending champ that they just beat. We were talking about Siki before. He was on that team. And now you can throw the likes, of Lunar, of Baz, of Zen to it.
Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, well played. That Macquarie lineup is stacked, man, and they're going to be fun if they return. That
said, though, if Lunar is ever going to live up to Junior Tins and become that great caster that Tins has said he could be behind the scenes, well, he's going to work on those sponsor reads a little bit. Let's thank our sponsors, though, one more time as we do it. Predator Gaming, the gaming PC partner for this event, providing high-end gaming-focused PC solutions in both laptop and desktop formats, powered by Intel. AOC Monitors, the gaming monitor partner, providing best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high-quality flour and select ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie McGoring will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. And Game on Cancer, the charity of choice for the AEL, funding much-needed cancer research projects. If you'd like to donate, please head to AEL's Tilt to 5 campaign page.
Oh, well, that's it for us, Max. What a fun season.
What an amazing season. Of course, the Open Series is still happening. That is not being streamed here, but if you want to follow those results, do make sure to go check out and follow the AEL at AU Esports League to stay up to date on all AEL events, competitions, and activations. Follow Jake at Jake's Twitter. Follow me on my Twitter. And, I mean, it's kind of an interesting times right now. A lot of tournaments wrapping up and finishing up here in Australia.
Yeah, but then that just means we're starting to look overseas, and I'm praying that we have two tournaments coming up. Surely OC does well at least one of them.
Well, I also feel like as well there is going to be a big tournament happening here in Australia. I don't know how much of it I'm allowed to talk about, but do keep your eyes on the scene, because things are only going to get bigger and better. Not to mention the high school comp, of course, that is still happening here at AEL as well. So do stick around. So much Rocket League has been happening, and it's going to continue to do so, I do hope. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you next season.